In less than a year, the world will pause for the FIFA World Cup, a festival of football across the US, Canada, and Mexico. It's a rare moment when borders seem to blur and the globe unites in celebration. 104 matches, 48 teams, millions of fans. This was supposed to be a symbol of unity, a showcase of the world's passion for the beautiful game. But as excitement builds, a massive problem has emerged from the lead host, the United States. Instead of open arms, many are finding closed doors. Instead of rolling out the welcome mat, America is building a fortress. Security is tight, and the message is clear. Entry won't be easy. New, stringent visa rules are turning dreams into bureaucratic nightmares. Fans are facing endless paperwork, long waits, and uncertainty. For many, the hope of watching their team play in a US stadium is crashing into a wall of red tape. The journey to the World Cup is becoming impossible for thousands. The spirit of the game is about bringing people together, but US policies are keeping fans out. The stands risk being filled with empty seats instead of roaring crowds. While FIFA promises everyone will be welcome, the reality is very different. The dream of a truly global celebration is slipping away for many. The US may have the biggest stadiums, but what good is a party if half the guests can't get in? The spectacle loses its magic when the world is left outside. This isn't just about football anymore. It's about whether America is willing to share its moment with the world. The eyes of millions are watching, hoping for a change. The beautiful game is running headfirst into some very ugly red tape. Bureaucracy is threatening to overshadow the joy and unity that football brings. The question is, will the world's biggest sporting event have the most exclusive guest list ever? Or will the gates finally open, letting the world in to celebrate together? Let's break down the US visa crisis. In many countries, getting a B1/B2 tourist visa interview is nearly impossible. Wait times stretch over a year. Imagine your team qualifies, but your visa appointment is set for after the tournament ends. New travel bans block fans from dozens of countries, including some with teams in the tournament. Even if you're a die-hard supporter, if you're from the wrong country, you're out of luck. A new pilot program now asks some travelers to pay a $15,000 bond just to prove they'll leave. This isn't security, it's a financial barrier that prices out entire nations of fans. The US State Department has made the process even more opaque, cutting staff and removing online tools. The message is clear: we don't really want you to come. For a country hosting the world, it feels more like a closed club than a global celebration. The US is turning a festival of football into an obstacle course, and the world is watching. Behind every policy, every regulation, and every bureaucratic hurdle, there are real fans with real dreams. People whose lives revolve around the beautiful game. These are the people who save, plan, and hope for years, all for a chance to witness history from the stands. Javier from Colombia saved for years to take his son to a World Cup match in Miami. But his visa appointment, scheduled a month after the final whistle had blown, turning excitement into heartbreak. Fatima from Nigeria waited 7 months, provided every document, and was still denied a visa. Her dream of cheering for her team on the world stage was crushed by a single stamp. Even Canadians living just hours from stadiums face 23-month waits for US interviews, an ordeal that feels both unnecessary and unfair. It's not just developing nations. Even co-hosts are feeling the squeeze as fans from the US, Canada, and Mexico struggle to secure their place in the stands. These stories are multiplying. Fans from Turkey, Peru, and beyond are seeing their dreams evaporate, their journeys ending before they even begin. The World Cup's magic comes from its fans, their passion, their color, their noise. They are the heartbeat of every match, the soul of every celebration. By shutting them out, the US isn't just creating empty seats, it's draining the soul from its own tournament, leaving behind a void that no amount of spectacle can fill. The silence from those empty seats will be deafening, echoing the absence of the world's most passionate supporters. The world's game is being played, but the world's fans are being left behind, forced to watch from afar as their dreams slip away. The US is risking a World Cup without its heartbeat, a tournament missing the very people who give it life. The question remains, who is this tournament really for, if not for the fans who make it matter? For many, the answer is heartbreak. A World Cup that could have united the world, now risks leaving it divided and silent. In past World Cups, host countries went out of their way to make sure fans could join the party with ease and excitement. Russia's Fan ID and Qatar's Haya card were more than just entry passes. They were golden tickets that let ticket holders breeze through borders with minimal hassle, skipping the usual red tape. These countries recognized something crucial. World Cup fans aren't just ordinary tourists. They're the heartbeat of the tournament, bringing energy, color, and passion that make the event unforgettable. But in the US, there's no special fan visa, no streamlined process, and certainly no World Cup exception. The system is as rigid as ever. While athletes and officials are whisked through VIP lines, fans are left to navigate a complicated, often frustrating visa system that feels stacked against them. The US treats every visitor as a potential immigrant, demanding proof that fans will return home, rather than welcoming them as honored guests. It's a system built on suspicion, not on the spirit of celebration or global unity. By refusing to create a dedicated pathway for ticket holders, the US is treating the World Cup like just another day, missing the chance to make fans feel special. Past hosts saw fans as guests to be welcomed. America instead sees them as risks to be managed. The result? What should be a moment of global unity and joy is turning into an exercise in border control and bureaucracy. The US is missing the point of what it truly means to be a global host, risking empty seats and disappointed fans. The stadiums may be ready, but the welcome mat for the world's fans is nowhere to be found. The world expected a festival of football. Instead, it's being greeted by a fortress of security. With the US door locked, fans are looking north and south. Canada and Mexico are suddenly the real winners of the 2026 World Cup. Canada's visa process is simpler, with many fans eligible for quick electronic travel authorization. For fans, it's a no-brainer: book hotels, spend money, and celebrate where you're welcome. Travel experts are already advising fans to focus on Canada and Mexico. This shift could dramatically alter the tournament's economic landscape. Toronto and Vancouver will see a surge in fans and in tourism dollars. Mexico, with its rich football culture and easier entry, is also set to benefit. Canada is building goodwill and a global brand as the accessible, friendly host. America's loss is Canada's gain, not just for this tournament but for years to come. The party everyone wants to attend is moving north. Canada and Mexico are hosting the celebration. The US is stuck at the door. The world is choosing the path of least resistance, and it leads away from America. Hosting a World Cup is a $40 billion opportunity for the US, if fans can get in. That money comes from hotels, restaurants, merchandise, and tourism. But every fan blocked by visa delays is thousands of dollars lost. The projected economic boom is slipping away as fans reroute to Canada and Mexico. Tourism Economics predicts a 10% drop in international visitor spending for 2025, partly due to visa chaos. The world is taking notice and spending elsewhere. For fans, certainty matters. The US is offering only risk and red tape. This isn't just about lost revenue, it's a missed chance to showcase America to the world. The US is fumbling a once-in-a-generation opportunity. While some politicians call for solutions, hardline policies persist. The country is caught between economic dreams and political reality. Right now, politics are winning, and the price could be $40 billion. The world's biggest party is slipping through America's fingers. On the eve of the biggest World Cup ever, the US is acting like it doesn't want anyone to come. Tough immigration policies have cast a shadow over the event. FIFA's promises of access ring hollow against year-long waits and outright bans. The contradiction is glaring. FIFA says, welcome. US policy says, not so fast. The US was given the honor of hosting the final, a chance to build bridges through sport. Instead, the story is one of exclusion and empty seats. The world is rerouting its plans and its money to Canada and Mexico. Is the US scoring an own goal? Sacrificing global connection for internal politics? The World Cup is more than football. It's a global moment. There's still time to fix this, but the clock is ticking. Two hosts are throwing a party. One is too busy checking the guest list to enjoy it. For a nation that loves a winner, this World Cup is starting to look like a loss.